I'm gonna put on some weight, boys. Look at my chunky ass face. I'm pretty sure every single original Smash character is going to be in. I don't think that's ever going to be a possibility that the original OG cast from 64 is not going to be in. I'm pretty sure it's a pretty for sure thing, right? I don't really see a world without a game without Falcon. We already got a lot of characters in. But that's just my personal opinion. It is possible, I guess. But I think Legacy, even if someone else takes up the mantle and Sakurai isn't here, I think they're going to make sure they have all these characters in. As far as Echo Fighters, I'm a little iffy about Echo Fighters. I really am not sure if Echo Fighters are going to remain. They might just turn them into an alt skin. That's a possibility. I know some Echo Fighters have some big changes like Lucina, but we'll get to her. Dark Samus, I'm gonna say maybe for Dark Samus, because I think the way that she's going to return in the next Smash game is gonna be an alt skin, because I think they're similar enough where there's no changes. It's literally an alt skin. Like, they don't need their own character slot, pretty much. Peach, I think Peach is gonna be in. Daisy, I'm gonna put in the same place as Dark Samus. This is kind of iffy one, right? The Echo Fighter is kind of iffy in this, in my opinion. Bowser's in. It's fucking Bowser. It's the Mario character. They're not gonna not add Bowser. No shot. There's no way. There's no shot the Ice Climbers are gonna be in the next game. I would be shocked. I would be shocked if Ice Climbers are in the next game. They weren't in 4, right? So it's like, yeah, I don't see them being in the next one. Sheik, I don't know, man. Ocarina of Time is kind of old news at this point, right? I'm gonna say unlikely for Sheik. I don't think Sheik is gonna make it. I really don't. I don't think it's no shot. I think it's possible, because Sheik has been in like every game since Melee. But I don't know, man. Is she really worth a character slot? Are they really selling shit with Sheik in it now, or what? Zelda, on the other hand, I think Zelda is a for sure thing. Zelda herself is definitely going to be in, because she's, you know, she's Zelda. It's she's in all the games. I think they're gonna have a new Zelda though. I think the next Zelda iteration is gonna be very different. I wonder if they're going to have aspects of her game where she creates chairs and she throws chairs at people. That would be kind of interesting. I think I'd be down for that. That could be a little fun. Dr. Mario, no shot. I don't think it's even going to be an all costume situation. I think him and Mario are two different. They are two separate characters. And I think the only chance is like if they do make him an alt costume and they don't change anything. I don't think Pichu is going to be in. Gen 2 was a long time ago. I don't think there's any world they would have Pichu back in the game. Yeah, there's just no point. Falco, I think Falco is going to be in. Yeah. I think they need that few Star Fox reps. It's Marth, right? I don't think it's high chance. I think it's a pretty for sure theme from Marth, right? Because he's like the OG Fire Emblem character. I think Marth is going to be back. Lucina, again, I should just put this as like Echo Fighter tier, honestly. Too many Fire Emblem characters. We need to delete a few. Unfortunately, I do not think Yunlink is going to get back. Nah. There's nothing Yunlink is in that like merits his return. Unfortunately, he's one of my favorite characters. Definitely Ganondorf is going to be back. Hopefully he gets a rework. He's the villain of Zelda. Why would he not be in it? I'm going to say Mewtwo maybe. I'm not so convinced. I don't think it's a high chance. Do you think there's even a chance for Roy? You know what? I don't think Roy is going to make it, actually. I think there's no shot. Like, why would they put Roy in it at this point? Oh, Chrom is at the bottom of no shot. Chrom is like, hell no. That's another character I'm like, dude, they put Chrom in, my mind will be blown. If they put Chrom in, I'll main him in the next Smash game. Game & Watch. No shot. There's no way. He's too wacky to bring back. What up, Satsuma? You really hope for Roy? I don't think so. I don't think they're putting Game & Watch back either. Yeah. I mean, why would they, right? To be fair, why would they have put it in Brawl and Smash 4 and they made it? But I think they really got to trim the roster. I think they have to make room for new characters. And that's where my mindset is in this tier list so far. I think we're going to see a lot of the returning, like, for sure ones appear. Meta Knight, I think Meta Knight's a high chance. Yeah, I think Kirby characters, you know, are few and far between in this game. So I think they're, you know, it's not out of the question bring Kirby back. I think Pit and Dark Pit are unlikely. As sad as I am to say, as a Pit and Dark Pit player, I don't unless they make something with the damn game, why would they put them back, right? We need to trim this roster. We got to cut this shit in half. Okay, we got to trim the fat. We have to get out of here, man. We got to get these Pits for sure in. You think so? I disagree. I think it's unlikely. I don't think it's impossible. I guess I wouldn't be shocked if they were in. ZSS is in. Yeah. Especially with Metroid finally getting more games. Finally getting more attention. They're going to put Samus in for sure. Wario's going to make it, yeah. Mario character. No way Snake is getting in. No way Snake is getting in. Hell no. This is like the least, like, I think this is underneath Chrom. I think Ike's a maybe. Ike's a pretty popular character. People like Ike. Yeah, I think out of all the Fire Emblem cast, Ike is a high chance to be put into this. That's so funny. We get the Fire Emblem music playing as soon as we get to Ike. Pokemon Trainer. I don't think so. I think it's too much work. Too much to balance. I think it's not impossible, but I think it's unlikely. Him, Squirtle, and Ivysaur. But Charizard is in. I think it's going to be another Smash 4 situation. Yeah, I do. I don't think we're getting Pokemon Trainer back, guys. I think that character is just too much work to balance. Diddy Kong. I think Diddy Kong's a high chance. It's like the top of unlikely. I don't think Lucas is going to be back. Diddy might be lower. Haven't gotten a new Donkey Kong game in a while. I know, but it's like one of those legacy characters that's like so big in the games, I feel. I think Sonic's a high chance. I don't think they're going to not put Sonic in. I think Nintendo and Sega have a healthy relationship, and I think it's mutually beneficial for both parties. It's good publicity for Sega, and it's just, it brings in more of the fan base for Nintendo. I think Sonic is like such a big IP that not having him in is a pretty dumb idea. King DDD, high chance. I don't think it's for sure. These Kirby characters. Sakurai might not be at the helm, boys. We might not be having these freaking Kirby reps in here. It's not a for sure thing, man. I would love to be wrong, though. I hope Sakurai is straight-faced lying to our asses again. That's what I hope. I never wish to be lied to more than Sakurai being like, yeah, no, that's it. Didn't he say he's done in Brawl? Isn't that what happens? As little Olimar players as there are, I think that we're going to keep the Pikmin rep in the game. I don't think it's for sure. But I think it's definitely a high chance. Right. Oh, Lucario. Lucario is a popular character. Another popular, it's Pokemon. People love Lucario. I think it's a high chance. Definitely above Ike and the Echo characters, for sure. Let's see. Rob. What do we think about Rob? I think it's unlikely. I don't think Rob, which would be great competitively. Don't get me wrong. I actually love playing Rob. He's one of my favorite characters to play because he's so busted. He has everything competitive-wise. But in the context of a new Smash game, I think it's like one that not a lot of people would be upset about not being there. All right, let's see. Toon Link, I don't think, nah. I think they're not going to repeat what they did with previous games and have multiple links. I think there's going to be one link. It's going to be Tears of the Kingdom Link, not Breath of the Wild, not Twilight Princess, and not Wind Waker or Ocarina of Time. Toon Link is definitely gone. Unfortunately, I fucking love Toon Link. Wolf. Wolf was such a popular character, but I don't know how likely it is. Like, I think Falco is a pretty for sure theme, but Wolf though? Maybe. I think that's a maybe. I'm not super confident. When was the last time we got any kind of Star Fox rep in anything? Even like a shout out from Nintendo. Even acknowledge the character's existence, right? Or the franchise existence. I don't think it's... Villager for sure is in. For sure is in. It's not my bias. Alright, listen. Okay. Why do you think I'm hiding the logo? But yeah, Villager is going to be in. After New Horizons, a wildly successful, one of the best selling games on the Switch, they would be pretty foolish not to have Animal Crossing rep in. Mega Man, a third-party character. I think Mega Man is unlikely. I think they need to make room for new characters. Yeah. Oh, Wii Fit. Yo, this picture though. Hold on. Oh, that girl hit us with this. She's like, you really don't want me? You really don't want me in? Look at this shit. It's no way, bro. I'm sorry, girl. There's no. I'll put you above Crom in likelihood. Rosalina and Luma, I think it's high chance. I don't think it's out of the question. It's a Mario character. I think they're gonna prioritize their like strong IPs. Little Mac, from a business standpoint, doesn't make a lot of sense. I wouldn't say unlikely though. It's an in-house IP. I think it's a maybe. Greninja. I think Greninja is about in the same boat as Lucario. I always kind of fit these characters in with each other as like as like the same kind of a boat here. They're both like very popular Pokemon. I don't think the Miis are gonna make it back at all. I think the Miis are no shot for sure. The time of the Mii is past. They're not gonna return. They ain't coming back. I don't think so. Palutena, I think they're about as likely as Pit and Dark Pit. Yeah. Which is not very, in my opinion. Look at his roster so far. This is already a very big roster, isn't it? Up here. Pac-Man, I think, is kind of the same boat as Mega Man. I don't think it's very likely. Yeah, unlikely. But not out of the question. Robin is no shot. Robin's time is far since past. I don't think there's a Worlds. I don't think he would have made it back if it wasn't Ultimate. So, unfortunately, I think Robin's cool. He's very different. If Sakurai isn't at the helm, we might get someone that's not like a die-hard Fire Emblem fan. So, Shulk. Fuck, dude. This one hurts. I think it's unlikely, right? He's the only rep for Xenoblade besides Pyra and Mithra, though. Are we really gonna get rid of one of our only reps for a game? Probably not. I'll put him in maybe. Yeah, I don't think you want to out and out delete a game franchise if it's in-house. Bowser Jr. They're kind of down here with Rosalina, I think. I think it's not out of the question. I don't think Duck Hunt's gonna make it in. I don't think there's hardly any Duck Hunt players. I don't think there'd be much of an uproar. Duck Hunt duo, maybe? You think it's a maybe, huh? Ryu and Ken. What do you guys think about Ryu and Ken? Yeah, I think maybe is fair. I don't think it's out of the question. I know it, you know, it's Capcom and stuff, but like, it's a good deal both ways, right? Yeah, but you know, it's not high chance, but it's not unlikely. So I think maybe is a really good spot for both the Shotos. Now, what I want is for them to both come back and also bring Akuma and Kami with their ass. Maybe E Honda. You can keep Blanca, though. Don't bring Blanca. I don't want Blanca. We see enough of that motherfucker in Street Fighter 6. I'm not trying to see more Blanca in my life. I don't know, man, because they've had such a, like, iffy relationship with Square, haven't they? Wasn't it, like, hard for them to even get songs for Cloud in the first place? I think the licensing with Cloud Strife, like, they still have the old voice actor, too. I want Cloud in. I want Cloud and Sephiroth to stay, but I don't know, man. Smash needs a Blanca ball. Or are we right? I'll deal with the riots. Cloud is complicated. That's the thing about it, okay? It's not that the character isn't popular. It's not that it's a big IP. It's the fact that it's so popular that their devs have their claws sunk into them so hard. Yeah, it's a tough one. I think it's between maybe and unlikely for me, just because of like the relationship they've had with Square Enix in the past. Koron, no shot. There's no worlds. Unless Sakurai has full creative control, he does come back and he's like, I want my Fire Emblem characters. Alright? But I don't see that happening. I just don't see it happening. They actually just came out with a new game for not super long ago. Bayonetta 3 and also that like prequel. I forget what it was called. I think it's a maybe. I honestly think they pushed Bayonetta and like put out enough content for her. I don't see why not, honestly. I think it's going to upset a lot of Smash fans, but Nintendo is looking more at the casual market because, you know, fuck competitive, right? Like, they just want to make money, and I think Bayonetta is money, and it's good marketing if they want to potentially go down the line and make a Bayonetta 4. It makes sense. I would actually put them up in high chance. I think I convinced myself with my own argument. Yeah. Inkling, they're in. For sure. And I'm happy about it. Because it's Splatoon 4. It'd be foolish of them not. They should probably bring alt skins with like octolines and stuff in them. Ridley, I actually think Ridley's a high chance. Like I said, you know, I think I was more of a shot than Dark Samus. Yeah, I think Dark Samus is going to be relegated to alt costume stats, which is fine. I think it's fine. But Ridley, on the other hand, like they're, you know, a big shot in the Metroid universe. Metroid Prime 4 coming out. I think if anything, we're probably going to see more representation from the Metroid franchise. You'll have to forgive me, I'm not up to speed with my Metroid Prime lore, but there's like this big bad guy that appeared at the trailer for Metroid Prime 4. I think he's going to be in the game. I think he's going to be like one of the new characters, but I don't think they're going to get rid of Ridley. I don't think it's a for sure thing, but I think it's a very high chance. Simon, Richter, I don't think there's a shot bringing these characters back now. That might be somewhat controversial, but like why though? When was the last time we got any Castlevania content? Maybe there was like some ports to the Switch. That's it, right? Like, I hope if they do come back, they bring Alucard with them and not just a assist trophy status. King K. Rool. I think this is a really popular character. I hope he's in here. I would say he's a high chance. I hope, dude. I love playing K. Rool. He became one of my favorites near the end of Ultimate. I've been playing this character a lot. I made that one video on him not too long ago. That shit was fun. Massive K. Rool fan here. Cool, man. Isabel, for sure. Gonna be right there with Villager. I think they're going to have Tom Nook as a playable character. I hope they have, like, Blathers. I would like to see Blathers back, see Blathers in Smash Bros. That would be fun. His final smash could be like bugs come everywhere and he hides and they go and get people. I don't know, something fun like that. I mean, they made Isabel and Villager work, so they could fit them in. Blathers just straight up throws fossils at you. That's an idea. He could just summon the fossils from the museum, or if like piranhas or sharks. He could throw various. Oh, that's a great. Dude, now we're just theory crafting about Blathers' moveset. We're gonna have to take a second to think about this then. It's kind of cool. His neutral special could be like various fish. I don't think it's out of the question. I don't think it's unlikely that Cineroar is in the next game because it's a Nintendo IP. Where do you put Piranha Plant in terms of like a new roster? I think this is one of our. What'd you say, Tito? You just gave me You just gave me war flashbacks. I just saw Pac-Man running away from me because I saw that. No shot for Piranha. Piranha blows up. No shot for sure. You guys are saying no shot for Piranha Plant. I think it's such a meme character that I am kind of inclined to agree with you, even though it's a Nintendo, like, you know, Mario character. Plant was a meme. I would like to see him back, but unlikely. Yeah, you're probably right. Y'all are probably right. I think they want to keep a healthy relationship with Atlas. It's not impossible. I'd like to see Joker back, personally. Even though so many people hate him, but just like, not from like a gameplay perspective, but as a fan of the series, like, I want to see him back, personally. Because I think Joker is dope. I would say unlikely. I'm not saying it's no shot. Because Dragon Quest is big. So I think there's a chance, right? Yeah, I would say unlikely, but I don't think it's impossible. Nintendo loves Dragon Quest, yeah. Banjo and Kazooie. All right, let me look at this without Pix glasses. I'm gonna put them in unlikely, right? Because like as much of a nostalgia trip having Banjo actually in Smash was, and how that meant so much to so many people, including me. Like that moment happened and it was great. But what's the point of putting Banjo, a Microsoft own IP, in Smash? Like, what's the point of it? Especially if they're not doing anything with Banjo on either ends, right? Maybe if they are in talks with Microsoft about some kind of a HD remaster or ports of Banjo-Kazooie, which I think is actually kind of unnecessary because the current one that we have on like Xbox and stuff is actually really good. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen just because they're not doing anything with them. So it's like, what's even the point? Terry Bogard. Terry was a cool one. I think it's unlikely though, right? I don't know. They're putting Terry in a lot of shit, aren't they? Do you think they're really gonna have him back in Smash though? That was like a thing. Sakurai fucking loved Terry. He loves fighting games. You could tell that he is like in love with these characters, and he was super excited to talk about Terry and his personal history with the franchise. So I think that was a lot of Sakurai biased, and it's not like they're not doing stuff with Terry Bogard. He's gonna be in Street Fighter 6. Like the IP is, you know, like in the public eye more now than I think it's ever been. But yeah, Terry's definitely this man gets around. But I just don't see it happening. Yeah, personally. Maybe it's DLC, but I don't think so. No shot, because Sakurai probably will make the next one. Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. Byleth is a no shot. There's no way they're putting Byleth in. This was a product of its time character. This is, you know, Three Houses was the game at that point. But it's like Corrin, it's like Robin. They're not here anymore. They're not coming back. Yeah. It's not going to happen. Maybe Girl Terry. I'd be down with that. Min Min. Oh, man. After ARMS and, like, the stagnation of the IP and, like, how, like, there's not anything going on with ARMS. I'm going to go on a limb and say unlikely. It's not. I don't think it's no shot. I think what it really comes down to is Nintendo willing to give ARMS another shot? I personally don't think so. But you never know. You never really know, I guess. Dorcas for Smash. Finally, someone speaks some sense. No shot, dead IP. Yeah, you're right. Okay. You've convinced me. That's a very solid argument. Minecraft Steve, I think it's a high chance. It's Minecraft. It's always beneficial to have Minecraft on the console. I think someone said earlier they want the Bayonetta treatment with Steve. I agree with that. Yeah. Because he's oppressive in this game. He's not impossible to beat though. He's definitely not. He's like top 10, I think. But like, yeah, I think it's a high chance. Minecraft is still one of the biggest IPs ever created, ever achieved. Yeah, I think Minecraft is gonna make it. I don't think it's a for sure a locked in thing. I think Sephiroth is right next to Cloud Strife. Put him right next to him. I think Cloud is more likely than Sephiroth, but yes. That is about right. Okay, Pyra and Mythra. I think Pyra and Mythra are right next to Shulk. I think if they want to keep Xenoblade rep, they're gonna keep both of them. I think so. Although they were saying Rex might be in the next Smash game, like as the meme in the trailer. So who knows? Maybe they'll like incorporate Rex into the character or some shit. I don't know. I don't know much about Xenoblade 2, but I think if they're gonna bring back Shulk, they're most likely gonna bring back Pyra and Mythra. Kazuya, I don't think so. I think there was a really cool thing that happened once upon a time. I don't think it's gonna happen again. I don't think Zora ever making it back. I don't think so. I think that was like a miracle. Sakurai wrestled Sora away from the mouse, from the grip of the mouse. But I don't think it's ever happening again. Yeah, I think that was like insane. But yeah, I don't see Kazuya being back in. I don't see a lot of the fighting game characters, I guess. This is pretty much it, huh? Yeah, I'm trying to take a screenshot so I could share this on Twitter. What do you guys think? Do you disagree with any of this? Is there anything that you would change or what? That was fun. We gotta do more tier list stuff. Big thanks to everyone on Patreon and YouTube members for helping out the channel.